Long time no see. Well, not really. It's the time for the third panic. Damn it. And of course, right when I have to say something, someone stands here and looks expecting me. I will be right back.
Also, can I just say I fucking knew it?
Yeah, you did call this real early. I forget why you called it, but you called it.
It was, like, the thing that kind of opened it up was E pointed out that in Japan, like, if you wear your kimono with the bow at the front, that's like, hey, you're saying you're a slut. And my first thought was, Hyoko called Mikon a slut a lot. Wait. And then I thought about everything else, like how Mikon was always near the patients, she would have had access to Ibuki, might have caught the despair disease, etc.
Yeah, but that how the kimono is tied has literally not come up.
Yeah, it hasn't, but the fact that E pointed it out was what was kind of like what got me on that path.
It's time for the third panic talk action. This is probably going to be my last job during a class trial.
Oh, thank God, no more tutorials.
Please humor me while I taint your ears one last time.
It sounds like it should be Nagito talking.
Starting from this PTA, the reloaded ammo features will be added. You will no longer be able to make do with just the left mouse button. Below the tempo marker in the lower portion of the screen, the number of bullets are displayed. From this point on, you will need one bullet to destroy one remark. When you're out of bullets, you won't be able to destroy the remarks, no matter how much you mash the left mouse button. You will be able to refresh your bullets by pressing the tab key to reload. Just like Bakugan, press the tab key in time with the tempo marker. The controls are the same as the left mouse button. Match the tempo marker either by pressing the tab key. The number of bullets refreshed is based on how well you kept the tempo.
That was weird wording.
If you get the timing wrong when you press the tab key, bullets will not be refreshed, so please be careful. Also, your ammo will be completely refreshed and will not run out during fever time.
Give me a moment to remind myself what fever time is activated with.
Yeah, you did well on this during the last case of the last game when you finally figured out the reload mechanic.
Here we go.
You're still on the discussion part of it, so...
Yeah, I think I'll have to wait till you're actually in it.
Okay.
If your difficulty level is set to gentle, you do not need to reload.
Well, we're on kind, so...
I guess this was a pretty useless explanation, even though it was the last one. That should be
Definitely
all
sounds
the
like
explanations for the class trial. The rest is up to you to overcome. You should be able to find it beyond this point. What you and I both yearn for.
Oh!
True despair.
Wait, what?
Well then, good luck. And have fun!
It was you all along! I'll keep explaining it until you forgive me! That bag is a limited item! That's why that crime is impossible for anyone to pull off.
This chick, has she lost it for good?
Will you forgive me? You'll forgive me, right? Isn't that right? You're obviously gonna forgive me, right? At this rate, we're not getting anywhere. Gotta do something and end this. Gotta do something so I can make her admit it. Ah!
Yeah. It's funky, I like it. And now it's frantic.
I don't remember how to do fever time, and I can't take my fingers off to press the control button. Fuck your words, fuck your words. Fuck your words, fuck your words. Found it!
Which one was it?
Spacebar.
That's what I said.
Yeah, that's how I found it.
Theater prize bonus. Or theater bonus prize. Whichever.
It's only possible for me to place the same time. Monokuma mentioned this earlier.
Get one free!
Whoever bought that bag should have received another one as a bonus prize. Which means it's not impossible to use that bag in 2 separate places. So please, just stop making desperate excuses! Why? Why can't you forgive me? Why?
It seems her desperate struggle is finally coming to an end.
Why does everybody always hate me? You should just forgive me already. Nikon, it's already over. After I go over your crime from the beginning and show that you have no arguments left, please, just admit it already. In the end, at least let me believe in you. Closing argument.
Here we go.
That face. Alright, okay.
The video of the broadcasted hanging?
Ah. Okay. I gotta remember that.
Alright,
I gotta remember that these have things on them. Okay, so
Okay, so what are we looking for? Wait, what? Show us the hint.
What did the killer do after the broadcast? Threw off the hemp bag.
A bit vague, but alright.
Oh god,
Right.
dead! Run away! The body was hidden
Throw out the paper.
before... Oh, that...
Oh,
Alright.
that's quick.
Small
Alright,
clue that the killer left.
Alright, rip piece. You usually have to go through a lot more of these.
Put it back to normal after destroying it. Or...
No.
How was the real locker
And then the
room
glue.
created? Wait, no.
Glue.
Alright, that was
that's
easy!
I don't know why that one was so easy.
Is it because did it make it easier because we died or something?
I don't know.
The key to this incident is the surveillance camera video that only I saw. That's why I'm going to start with that to unravel the knots of this crime. When I went to the hospital with Mikon this morning, I noticed a specific thing in the lobby. The incoming signal light on the surveillance monitor was blinking ahead of the scheduled time. Whoop. Oh god! When I switched on the monitor, what appeared on screen was a person wearing a hospital gown and a bag on their head about to hang themselves right at that moment. That surveillance camera unit was designed for two-way communication with the hospital and the music venue. That's why I thought the signal originated from the music venue, so I immediately headed over there. But that was the killer's trap. In truth, that video was recorded in a different place. The killer brought the music venue camera the night before and made the preparations in advance. And then, they filmed that video in the hospital conference room. By doing so, they tried to make me think the incident was happening in real time, when in fact, the crimes had already been committed by that point. The person in the footage wearing the bag was actually the killer acting as a fake. I didn't know that, so I went to the music venue, and I found the hanged body wearing a bag on its head. Seeing the body before me, I panicked and rushed out of there to get the rest of you guys. But that was also part of the killer's trap. After cleaning the conference room, the killer was likely watching the music venue from outside. And as if they were switching places with me, they went inside the music venue and began working on their last trick. First, the killer peeled off the wallpaper covering one of the stage pillars, revealing Hiyoko's body. When I first arrived and saw the hanged body, I didn't notice anything strange about that pillar. I didn't expect it to be slightly larger from the wallpaper, or have Hiyoko's body hidden inside. Next, the killer destroyed the surveillance camera that was used in the conference room. After destroying it, they mixed it with what was left of the surveillance monitor found at the crime scene. The surveillance camera the killer used was originally brought from the music venue, but when they brought it, they made sure to destroy its monitor beforehand. They wanted to hide the fact that the camera wasn't at the crime scene. In the end, the killer transformed the crime scene into a closed room. They broke one of the drumsticks from the storage room and placed it near the music venue's entrance. However, they did this to mislead us into believing that the music venue was locked from the inside. In actuality, the reason the music venue became a closed room was because of the glue. The killer sealed the door with glue and intentionally created a closed room that could be forced open. With that, the killer finished tampering with the crime scene and met up with Fuyuhiko and Chiaki. They helped us force open the music venue door, despite the fact that they personally sealed it. I like how the A covers Hajime and Chiaki's faces.
I like how Fuyuhiko did it casually with his hands in his pockets.
Yeah. And they made us discover not just Ibuki's body, but Hyoko's suddenly present body as well. At the time, they pretended to be surprised, but inside, they were probably relieved that their plan worked out. Isn't that right, Mikan? This crime was orchestrated by you, wasn't it?
Look at my dramatic pose.
Jesus! She worries me in many ways.
Alright, Max, you prepared for ranting craziness.
Alright, you got Celeste last time, so...
I had Hachi and I had Nagito this time.
Yeah, you keep getting the ranting craziness. It's finally my turn. Did I ever get ranting crazy last time?
I don't know, but I like ranting craziness.
Whoa.
Oh, that's creepy.
Now she's laughing. It's been such a long time. This feeling, I know it well. The floor is collapsing. Like the sky is falling down upon you.
Okay, Chicken Little, calm down.
Of despair.
Okay, I see where you're getting the Junko vibes.
Mikan, what has happened to you?
Oh, there! Before that, a moment of your time. Because she said my favorite word. And I need to tally up the score here. Let's see, you had a retry. There.
Still almost 100 coins. Alright, give me a second to send a message. Alright.
It seems your arguments have reached a conclusion, so let's proceed to our regularly scheduled voting time. Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
Like, it kind of sounded like you were distracted and upset by the face Mikan was making there.
No, I didn't even notice. Let's go!
Your voice kind of wavered in the middle of that.
I couldn't remember the inflection I normally put on that statement because I was fairly consistent until now. Wow, what a normal-looking picture.
Trial. All rise, and...
Now then, though it may be obvious at this point, you got it right once again! That's like 3 in a row! That's right, the true identity of the horrifying Blackened who killed 2 girls was Mika and Sumiki!
You gotta be shitting me. Are you saying Mikan, the one who nursed us back to health, was the one who killed them? Don't joke around with me, Mikan! Did you lie to us all along? Were you planning on killing from the start while you were nursing them?
So I will say on a quick pause, this means purely around the case this time we each lost 1 person.
Yeah.
Huh.
If you exclude the fact that Nekomaru is who knows where.
That's why I said purely involving the case, because he will presumably be back.
Don't just laugh, say something! This is going nowhere!
I will punch you.
This chick. This is nothing like Pecco. She's actually gone mental.
There's nothing we can do. She's no longer the same person. She's no longer the Mikan Sumiki we once knew.
Huh?
Based on my predictions, she might have caught it too. She probably had the despair disease, which was the motive for this case.
Mikan 2, you say?
I know, because I was looking at Mikan for so long. She was the one taking care of me after all. My consciousness kept drifting, but even so, when I did catch a glimpse of her, her expression was full of despair. A despair so devoid of hope that not even a single fragment of it remained.
Hold on. Did you say Mikan also had the despair disease?
Well, it's not like she was immune and she was around them the most.
It's not sexually transmitted, is it? I mean... Then, that means she was...
Huh? Hajime, something crossed your mind. Ew,
Seeing this now is not as... appealing.
pleasant.
Body's heavy. So it's soft and really hot. Oh. That's right. Mikan felt really hot at that time. Now that I think about it, that must have been... a high fever. Just like what Ibuki and Akane had. And because of that disease, Mikan was...
The symptoms that she surely must have felt. The symptoms that she surely felt must have been deserving of the name despair disease. Losing all hope and harboring despair for all hope. Because of the despair disease, she was likely overcome with despair. Okay, he's saying it a little too much. That's the reason why she could still laugh at such a hopeless situation. I'm getting slight Joker vibes.
Same.
Which means the Mikan standing before us is no longer the ultimate nurse. She's a completely different person now that she's infected by the despair disease. She's a human who deserves to be called the ultimate despair. Well, that's a proclamation.
Ultimate despair?
I will smack you.
So how much longer can they make that laugh? I want to know.
Well, the text box does have a character limit. That's the reason why I cannot forgive this. I mean, killing someone for the sake of despair instead of for the sake of hope. There's no way I can forgive that.
For the sake of despair? That's completely wrong.
Wrong? Wrong. What's wrong?
Just imagine, what is the definition of wrong?
He's like, wrong, dot, dot, dot. I don't get it.
What I did was for the sake of my beloved.
Oh boy, here we go.
Huh? What are you talking about? If only they were still alive, they'd be so happy.
Oh boy.
I know.
What,
My beloved was the only one. That's right. The only one who never hated me. They forgave my existence. They forgave me, accepted me. They gave me value.
this background is not appropriate.
They loved me. I loved them with all my heart, and they returned it in full. This is my reciprocation.
What the fuck?
I understand
I've done something unforgivable. But you know, to transcend all is truly what love is all about.
I don't understand what you're saying.
You don't understand? Is it because you don't have anyone to love? Is it because you're also someone who isn't accepted by anyone? What a pity. I feel sorry for you. Even if I say this, I'm sure nobody here would understand, but
Hajime, I'm scared.
love is a wonderful thing. This
Makes a young man weak and an older man.
this feeling of freedom, where you no longer care about anything. My beloved and I are the only ones within that thin veil. I'm just looking out through it. That's why, as long as I'm on the inside, no matter how much they tease me, splash me with water, kick me, it's like nothing matters. I could just die. That's how little it matters. Who cares about
Sounds like
hope or despair? It's love. Only love.
Sounds like an abusive relationship to me.
Nagito, is this really the despair disease you were talking about? It seems that I was wrong. Not only was she affected by despair.
You were half right. It's right to say that this is all thanks to that disease. Because, thanks to that disease, I was able to remember my beloved.
Remember?
Apparently, that's what my symptom was. What a wonderful symptom.
Which means you had the remembering disease?
Why, that's freaking weird. But if this means she remembered something and ended up like this, are you saying you were like this from the start? Were you like this before you even came to this island?
Don't get so angry. First of all, the reason I became like this wasn't my fault. It was all your fault, you know? Because it's not like I'm entirely responsible for turning out like this. I'm the person I am today because of many human relationships. So, it's everybody's fault that I turned out like this, you see? Even so, the current me was most strongly influenced by my beloved's existence. It was also my beloved who created the me that everyone can't forgive. But my beloved still forgives me and still accepts me. That is the key difference between all of you and my beloved.
Like I said, who the fuck are you talking about?
Are
you saying this is Mikon? She's the real Mikon? Mikon, please answer me. Did you really remember? You ended up like this? All because you remembered? There's no way I could believe that. There's no way the person you are right now is the real Mikon.
Oh, you still doubt me? Then, to prove I remember, I'll tell you all something nice.
Hold on a minute there.
It about that World Ender organization that you all were worrying about.
You know?
Not know. I just remembered, that's all. I knew about it all along. Now that horrifying organization known as World Ender is also the organization known as the Future Foundation.
Oof.
Future Foundation? Future. That's right. That symbol on the ancient ruins door. That's right. It was Japanese word for future.
Just what is the Future Foundation? What are they planning?
As the name suggests, that organization is the World Ender. The Future Foundation is trying to end our world. To put it simply, they're trying to clean the world for themselves.
What the heck? This isn't a comic book, you know.
As part of their plan to end the world, the Future Foundation brought us this island. Isn't that right, mon ami?
I knew it. Monami, Monokuma. They're both members of that crazy organization, aren't they?
Monami and I aren't members. I am Monokuma. My existence is entirely my own. Don't laugh.
Oh, I thought there was gonna be more to that, alright.
Hey, Recon, if you really do remember, then you already know, right? You know the true identity of the traitor hidden among us.
Of course I know that. Let's see. The Future Foundation lackey that's hiding among you all is... Oh well, no one really cares about that, don't you think?
Oh, that's just.
Oh, hell no!
You'll find out eventually, so there's no need to be so impatient. Probably when that countdown ends.
Count?
Someone finally mentions it.
You even know about that?
I don't know anything. Huh? I have a feeling that's what it is, but who cares about that, you know? I'm drowning in so much love. At the bottom of my heart, I just don't care about anyone or anything. Nikon, is this really you?
I won't believe it. There's no way I could believe you were like this all along. Because if that's true, then I had sex with someone like this. Then who's the person we've been spending time with up until now?
E, are you asleep?
No, I'm awake.
Okay.
Okay.
Barely.
The past. Past? That person, she didn't exist in the beginning. She's just my past self who lost her school memories. You guys considered that thing a friend. That doesn't make me happy at all. It just fills me with despair. You guys accepted my past self, but not my present self. Well, that applies to you all as well. Memories of people, memories of events, whatever memory it is, losing memories are like losing your personal identity. Memory is the most important component in building a person, don't you think? Losing our memories, it makes us shadows of the past. Don't you think?
I don't know what you're trying to say, but in the end, it always leads back to that story about our stolen school lives.
So, it was true all along. Our memories were taken away. If it wasn't true, we wouldn't be suffering this much.
Well, why don't you just take your sweet time and remember at your own pace? Oh, Monokuma, is it alright for you to start now?
Punishment time?
Damn it, why? Mikon, why does it have to end like this? This is too pointless. This is too much.
Now then, I have prepared a special punishment for the ultimate nurse, Mikon Sumiki.
So it's over. It's really... Now, I can go to my beloved, who always forgives me. I can finally see them. Please forgive me. The one who's going to die, with the hope of finally seeing you.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time. I've been waiting to say that. And button.
It was not quite the crazy rambling I expected.
No, it just got creepy.
Yeah.
Mikan's been found guilty. Time for punishment.
Oh, it's not quite what I thought. Now it's getting more what I thought.
Bye-bye, ouchies!
Is that an arm? That's weirdly sexual. Ha.
Well, that was strange. And not as graphic as it usually is.
Yeah, that was odd.
Yeah, that was just weird.
Yeah.
It's finished. Is it really finished? The killer who killed Ibuki Byota and Hiyoko Saionji was Mikan Sumiki. And she's been executed.
Was she, though?
She was sent into space!
How was she holding on?
I think that was like a visualization of her death, of her thoughts as she was being poisoned to death.
I don't know.
Usually the executions have been pretty literal.
Yeah, pretty direct, too.
And I have no earthly idea what the hell that was about.
I can only
Okay.
I can only assume that it was just they sent her into space, and it makes no sense to me. She apparently committed her crime because she was afflicted by the despair disease. So what? What's finished? Nobody wanted it to end this way.
Who was that Mikan from earlier? Was that her true form? Or is that itself a symptom of the despair disease?
It doesn't matter either way. If she ended up like that just from remembering, then all along Mikan was never worth being a symbol of hope. Even if her words were influenced by the despair disease, if the disease turned her into that, if she lost herself to a simple disease, she was definitely unworthy of being a symbol of hope. So let's just move on. Come on, let's all take this despair and change it into hope.
That is impossible! I mean, I thought we were friends this whole time, but even so...
I don't really feel much from this case.
I feel better Luki's gone.
Yeah. I feel bad about losing Ibuki. I feel slightly worse about losing Hiyoko, only because, as Hajime said, she was changing. Mika, it was an interesting thing, really. It was kind of like the whole case's purpose was mostly just to be like, hey, Mikan remembered and she went fucking insane. What's gonna happen if the rest of us remember?
Seems like it.
Like a house of cards collapsing in an instant. In the end, our friend we thought we knew ended up showing us a completely different side of herself. And she vanished from our sight, leaving behind only her malice toward us. And now, there's no way we can just move on or try to have a clear-cut attitude about these feelings. It's clearly impossible. It would have been so much easier if she was the traitor, too.
Too bad that's not the case. Mikan was not the traitor. The traitor is still alive! As proof, see how fine Monami looks right now.
I'm not fine at all.
But if the traitor died, you wouldn't be this calm, right? I mean, you're both pawns of the Future Foundation, so you guys are like two hearts beating as one, right?
You literally just said we aren't pawn, idiot.
No, you said they aren't members.
So what does that make you, Fiend? You did say that you're different than Monomi.
Who cares who I am? More important, I'm tired.
Same.
The drama just kept going and going. I didn't even have time to eat my black bean right eye during the break.
Your what? Your right eye is made out of black beans. Wait, now's not the time to focus on that. What are you trying to say?
I'm saying, get out. It's just said that life has its ups and downs. It's fun because downs come after ups, but if life was full of downs, wouldn't it get boring? So, in order to help you guys feel better, I prepared a special event.
Special event?
Head over to First Islands Beach. An old friend will be waiting there.
Old friend?
Could it be Nekomaru? It is, isn't it? Nekomaru was safe after all.
Safe. How should I say this?
I knew it. I knew that crazy bastard Nekomaru would come back to us in one piece.
He is so not. Awesome, we're starting to see the light of hope.
Light of hope. I am happy Nekomaru was returning to us, but 3 of our friends just died, so I honestly cannot be happy. Miss Sonia. However, even so, I am still happy. If Nekomaru is safe, I am truly happy.
Well, you're about to not be happy then, I imagine.
If you are happy, you should honestly greet him with open arms. Perhaps those who have been taken from us would do the same too.
Hey, Supreme Overlord of Who Gives a Shit? That line doesn't suit you at all.
Silence, I shall crush you into dust.
Ibuki, Hyoko, Mikan, can you hear us? If you are unhappy, I apologize. However, please forgive me for right now. I want to warmly welcome Nekomaru when he returns to us.
You don't have to worry, Sonia.
Wait, I just realized something.
What?
Aren't all the people who were in the game now gone?
Oh yeah, the game from last case. Because Mahiru was in that game. Then there was also
I think technically not, because wasn't Fuyuhiko in one scene?
Oh
right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, all the girls. who were in the game.
Yeah. I did think of that though. Yeah, you're right. You don't have to worry, Sonia. I'm sure your feelings are reaching them.
Then let's all go greet Nekomaru. Let's make it grand, even for those who have died. They're building this up too much. He's gonna be like a cyborg, isn't he?
I'm expecting him to show up like missing all limbs in a wheelchair.
Oh, jeez. You calling him Polnareff now?
I think the term is quadriplegic.
You haven't seen Polnareff in Part 5, have you?
Haven't seen.
Anyways, never mind. What the heck? Do I still have after effects of that disease? I don't get this at all.
Tane.
I'm getting tears on my boobs.
Alrighty then, let's go. Yeah, you're right.
Do we get a chance to save first?
I think what it's gonna be is we're gonna see him. It's gonna be like, duh, 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 something's wrong, and then we save. Nekomaru's coming back, and we heard that. We were unable to contain our excitement as we jumped into the elevator.
Man, they just ran off without listening to what I had to say. Geez, they're so impatient. Didn't they learn to stick around until others have finished talking?
What does that mean? You're plotting something again, aren't you?
Always. I'm not plotting anything. I was just trying to properly explain everything to them. Including Nekomaru's body.
Nekomaru's body?
It's their fault for not sticking around until I finish talking. So if something happens because of that, I bear no responsibility.
That was a terrible pun. What did you do to Nekomaru?
What did I do? I just saved him, that's all. I mean, if I didn't do that, there's no way I could have saved someone who was that close to death. So, it just couldn't be helped.
He's a brain in a jar! As soon as we exited the elevator, we started running. Hurry! To the beach on the first island!
Alright, let's haul ass.
Even though our minds were completely exhausted, strangely enough, our bodies felt light. Without stopping for anything, we kept right on running toward the beach on the first island. He was turned into the Mono machine! Where in the world is Nekomaru?
Okay. Hey, Nakamaru! Show yourself!
We have come to pick you up. Please hurry up and come out of hiding.
We raised our voices. We looked around the area. We raised our voices again. We looked around the area again. And so on and so forth, we kept looking for him. But what the hell, man? He's nowhere to be found. Could it be we get false info from Monokuma again? And that's when it happened. We heard a familiar voice echo throughout the beach. He's about to appear.
Oh boy, brace yourself.
What happened? Were you all looking for me?
That voice!
With high hopes in our hearts, we turned toward the direction of the voice. And then, we saw something truly unbelievable. He's just a leg! Huh? What the?
Yo, I've kept you waiting. Hey, what's going on? You obviously don't remember my face since... That's pretty sad, you know. That's too much. Who are you? Huh? You two? What's going on? If you're messing with me, I'll stop doing it to you.
Nekomaru? Haven't you noticed it yourself?
What do you mean, noticed? Oh, you mean this body? This is nothing.
Jesus!
Ah, I was only half right when I said cyborg.
The name's Mekomaru Nitai. I've been reborn in the rivers of hell.
By the way, that was Mekomaru.
Neko.
I'll be honest, I was not
Okay,
expecting that.
I was expecting something more horrifying.
I was expecting him to either be like missing his limbs, like I said, or maybe he was put into a Monokuma-like body. What's going on?
Oh, the countdown's evolving. You know it always does that.
You know, technically that if countdown only says 14 hours. Oh wait, no, it had the days thing up above. Definitely trapped by the ocean scent. And
Good night, to sleep.
We're down to single digits.
oh boy,
Yeah.
to be continued. Okay, present. Nurse's apron.